There is a story that bridges two vastly different worlds, the hill, steeped in luxury, and the hollow, grounded in simplicity. A story that reveals how such contrasts can lead to strength or to ruin. This is that story.
So, what is life like in the hollow?
Life there moves in a different rhythm, tougher but more honest. Here's their story.
Zachte Nacht valt neer, kind ligt stil, zo teer. Maanlicht drijft zacht, weer vader wacht, altijd hier. Hand op jouw haar, adem diep klaar, kleine glimlach daar, rust nu maar. Light drifts in through the window frame, tracing circles that call your name. Footsteps linger on ancient stone, faint reminders I walk alone. Low and soft the wind turns slow, your old song I almost know. The dust claims every hour past, it stirs a longing that holds me fast. I hear the sound that shaped my soul, and time suspends its pace. A voice remains rippling on through every empty space. With trembling breath I reach for you, though all that's left is noise. Still in the quiet I remember those I found so.
The white lamb was once cared for and nurtured by the buffalo in the hollow, a simple, warm place. He left to find himself in the hill, a world full of ambition and luxury. Now successful, he returns with a plan that could change both worlds. But change brings challenges. Can the past and the future find peace?
The past is gentle, the present bare. It drifts beside me everywhere. Heart grows quiet and eyes grow wide, holding distance but still inside. Close my eyes to hear the sound, weightless rising, it pulls me down.
Not long ago, the white sheep from the hill offered to buy land in the hollow, but the buffalo, as guardian of the land, chose not to decide alone. He listened to the villagers, and together they said no. This land is their life, their legacy. So the buffalo wrote a letter of refusal and gave it to the orange cat to deliver. As the community leader of the Hollow, the buffalo began to sense that something was wrong. Messages of condemnation started appearing, calling him a traitor. Some villagers who once greeted him warmly now turned cold, silent, even hateful. In his confusion, the buffalo crossed paths with the cat on the road. At first, the cat said nothing, but then he began to explain. about the fox from the hill, who suddenly claimed a portion of the hollow's land, and about a letter of agreement said to be signed by the buffalo himself. And from that moment on, the truth slowly began to reveal itself.
The expansion of the hill raises tensions in the hollow. Residents demand answers from community leaders. Growing concern over evictions and environmental harm, while officials stay silent.
The white sheep was torn by a heavy dilemma. The media had begun to shine a light on the hill's plan to expand into the hollow. Fearful of losing his position and power, he took a desperate step, falsifying the buffalo's letter of rejection. But beneath it all, he couldn't forget the past. The buffalo who once cared for him, who raised and taught him, who helped him become who he is today. And this is what truly happened. The white sheep's confession shocked the hollow's residents. The truth spread fast, especially when it threatened those in power. Two foxes, loyal aides, reported immediately. The hill took action. The fox boss called the rat the ultimate mastermind. Anger mixed with fear. If the sheep spoke, others might follow. So, blame the sheep. Accusations came swiftly. Fraud, forgery, embezzlement. The system turned a blind eye to the true architects and only targeted the one who dared to reveal the truth. And this is what happened.
The court hereby issues its final and binding ruling based on all evidence presented. The defendant is hereby declared guilty.
Footsteps linger on ancient stone, faint reminders I walk. When soft the wind turns slow, your old song I almost know. The dust claims every...
In this world, inequality is not just about wealth, but also about trust and hope. The hill stands upon those forgotten, while the hollow cracks beneath false promises. Power often hides behind the mask of consent, speaking for the people but writing rules for itself. Law sometimes is just a small lantern in the storm of power. What remains is awareness, daring to speak truth even if it hurts. This is the lesson of the hill and the hollow, and perhaps the story of us all.
Still in the choir, I remember those I found. Warnings carry the hush of you, faded laughter in skies so blue. My steady memories in my chest, each moment shifting, I do my best. Words unspoken, old echoes start, courage falter, but hope won't part. Shadows fall in the cooling air, and there is something that keeps me there.